Alright, so we're gonna go against Valentina, and I'm hoping that it will go a little bit better than a while ago. Okay, we're facing Witch. I feel like this deck is terrible against Witches. That is for a fact, and that gets a hit. Nice. That's really good. I feel like I kind of want to do Goblins in the back, and then Royal Delivery real quick, if possible. I can get it. I don't get it fast as possible. That's gonna get a lot of hits. So this is the thing. So a while ago, if we had Hog EQ the normal version, then we can just do EQ over here and we can just log on that. But in this case, we can't really do that, and that's the part that kind of makes me go nuts, which actually pisses me off. But in a way that, you know, we're gonna do cannon over here. I think it can still try to. Okay, that works for me. We're gonna do snowball like this so we can try to defend that Valkyrie a little bit quicker than usual. I should have done it a little bit on the. Okay, never mind that. Counters it because I had a cannon and the King Tower activation. That's pretty nice. Alright, so we're gonna do giant skeletons over here. I know for a fact that he's gonna do Evil Witch in the back over here perfectly. I know that will happen, which is why we're not gonna help this giant skeletons. I know he's gonna do something wacky, but we have a Royal Delivery against that other stuff. Nice, wait. We're gonna do EQ over here because we felt out. Yep, I felt like he was gonna do a thing called a skeleton army, which I was right. Now he's gonna reset by doing a witch over here now. Hopefully that kills it. Nice, that does. That is actually a good news for us. Okay, so I don't really have a good support unit. However, we will just do giant skeletons in the back, and he's gonna do evil witch. Oh wait, am I mistaking? No, I do remember he does have an evil witch, which is for sure, and for a fact that. Okay, so we know that that's gonna die. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna EQ that, by the way, because that is actually indeed annoying. That doesn't really matter because nice, that dies, and then we're gonna abuse our giant skeletons in the back again. He has now an evil Valk. It's still fine. I mean, I know he's gonna abuse the magic archer very soon. Okay, we have to do giant snowball like this. Hopefully that doesn't. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna do. I was just gonna do this. Another delivery in the hand. Okay, that looks good. I don't think he has a good big spell. That's the thing. So that's why I'm just chilling like this. If he does Marcher, it's a really terrible thing to do. And I really don't agree with it. I mean, he's gonna do he's gonna do a thing called Mega Knight in here. I hate it. I'm still gonna get some hits, right? That's what I'm wishing for. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so hopefully that hits. Let's go. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna try to do a thing called Hog Rider in front of this, and then we're gonna predict his Mega Knight a little bit like this. So it pulls it in the back. Now it gets some hits because it got snowballed, and there we go. Masterclass. Nice. I mean, honestly, a while ago we lost because of the witch, but this guy did not abuse his witch. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next match. The thing is that I filmed the first one differently. The first one that I just showed you guys is the second match, but I feel like I kind of want to show like some wins, which is why I kind of want to just do the intro, the first video as that one first, the second one first, second game first, and then I won't use the first game that I played a while ago. I think that's the kick. Hopefully that goes unhand. Let's go. Okay, so I'm not sure what deck is using, but okay, we can actually go for Hog Rider right now. But right side, we will be cooked. I'll say that. We will be cooked on the right side. How do we block it? Cannon over here, I guess. And then we're going to do another snowball. There we go. Nice. The right side's cooked. The left side's cooked for him as well. There's no need for me to block it that much. We might have to do Goblin still, because It's still gonna be some damage. Wow, that not Valkyrie. That Musketeer is so tanky. But now we already know that it's gonna be a 3 Musketeer. It isn't that terrible to go against. However, if he goes on the right side, I might be kind of cooked. But let's see how it goes. He's gonna do Ghost later on, but we have to take some damage because we now have a counter push against this. He does not have an Evo Ghost, but he's gonna do 3 Musket in the middle. I don't really accept. I don't really think that this is a good thing to do because, I mean, unless it gives a... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, unless he gives a free... And he doesn't. I mean, I was gonna say, if unless he keeps his tower, but he doesn't do that. And we're gonna do delivery real quick. That's gonna take the tower if I'm being kind of reckless. Okay, so he's gonna do Musketeer 2 on the left. We have to allow that. We're gonna do not Musketeer, Ice Wizard in the back. So he wasted 5 elixir just for this tower, and that's where it shows the difference. Cause I mean, we can do this. We can do goblins in the left. We can do royal delivery over here real quick. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's do Ice Wizard on the left as well. Let's ignore on the right side. We can do another Hog Riders. Wow, the Hunter is gonna do a lot of damage for him. Real quick, let's go. Nice, that got some damage. However, I'm actually down, and I feel like I'm gonna lose this one because it's not a great matchup for sure. Okay, that's gonna get some hits. Let's go. We're gonna do goblins. I know, I just feel like his ghost is way too annoying. I'll say that. Okay, we have to ignore a little bit on the right side. Good fireball from him. I actually think that was really great. Yeah, the tanky Musketeers are actually just giving me a headache. Hopefully that doesn't get a 3 crown, but it doesn't. Let's go. Okay, Hog Rider over here. I do goblins in the middle as well. I feel like I kind of want to do Giant Snowball. He's gonna do just Hunter on this, which is why it's giving me some headaches. Okay, so we're gonna do some okay, that barbell actually killed me. Yeah, that barbell actually cost it. Okay, that actually sucks. Okay, so we're gonna go for another match, and I was gonna what am I saying? I was gonna continue what I was gonna say, but I was lost of words. Yeah, I mean, most of the people just know how to split that, which is so unfortunate. But however, we're going solid. Cannoneer. I wish we had. Okay, I wish we had a royal delivery, because as you know. Okay, I kind of needed to defend that because I feel like he's gonna do a pretty good job if I don't. Okay, so I'm just counting his okay, that's good. Yeah, that's the downside of not having a what you call it. We're gonna do goblins as well because all of his what you call that splash units are gone right now. So I feel like that's gonna do pretty good. That's still tower. That's still tower. I just love that. I mean, I predicted him. Hopefully this goes well. And yeah, I mean, he's just gonna reset by placing his Evo Ghost, not Ghost, Witch in the back. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Let's wait for what he's gonna do. He's gonna do a Golem. That is more reasonable. Let's do Giant Skeletons on this so we can get some Witch. To get some damage on the Witch, I mean, obviously, I feel like he's gonna have a Lightning, but you know, it's like a peripherals. He's gonna have. I think the most annoying one is that. Yeah, it's that Evo E-Drag. That is the most annoying ones that I can think of right now. Hopefully that gets a hit. Let's go. Nice. That's why we placed our what you call that, our giant skeleton for the bombs, only for the bombs. And I think he's gonna give this tower. No, he does not. We're gonna wait until the Evo dart, not the Evo dart. The Dark Goblin gets a hit in this radius, and there we go. We get some damage in there, and we are gonna go for goblins like this. I know he has like 38 seconds. It's still a lot of time. However, he does not have Evo E-Drag and Evo Witch, which makes this push really useless. And yep, he just gave up. Let's go. I mean, yeah, I mean, if I guarded that pretty perfectly, then who wouldn't even give up? And there's two giant skeletons in the board. And let's go, ladies and gentlemen, we won this. And I give this rating for this deck probably like a, let's say S tier to F tier, then I will say B tier. It's not A tier, I'll say that, because even though I won twice, it doesn't mean that it is an A tier or S tier card. But I think it's really weak against splash damages unless you based on the certain cards. Like the first one, I believe it had like firecracker, like no, not this one. There we go. This balloon. I mean, although I did I did make some mistakes, not gonna lie. This one is different. That was for another video, but yeah. I didn't make a lot of mistakes. Maybe I could have won that, actually. Never mind. I cancel. But I still want to give B tier because I don't think it's beginner friendly that much, because this deck is a kick where if you know how to play Giant Skeleton properly. So in Hog Giant Skeleton decks, sorry for talking too much, but I really want to tell you guys this, that I heard from Sandbox, the top #1 Korean player in Clash Royale. Like, he told that you have to abuse the giant skeletons, which a lot of people don't. The newbies, like, sorry for calling you guys newbies, but if newer players, I would say nicely, that was rude. For the newer players, they don't know how to use the giant skeletons, as I say. They just place it, and then eventually they just don't know that it was a good play. But the mid-ladder players, on the other hand, they don't know how to use the giant skeletons. So the higher you go up, they don't know how to use giant skeletons. And the funny thing is that they lose more because they don't place giant skeletons unless like defenses. But usually they replace their defense with the usage of cannon, snowball, royal delivery, ice whiz, and goblins. They use like those 5. And then the giant skeletons has no use, which is pretty funny because I see that a lot. Like if you see it in here, how to guide for the giant skeletons made by the Supercell company, they were meant to use it as defense against these guys, but apparently they just prefer to use royal delivery, which is fine. I don't have an argument against that. However, you're gonna lose a lot, I'm gonna tell you that. So always place your giant skeletons in the back of the king tower if you guys have the chance. And yeah, I would say that's pretty much it for the mid ladders players. And then top ladders, they put the giant skeletons in the back anyways. Like, you always see that in the world finals or something. It is insane. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And the reason why you place giant skeletons in the back of the king tower, just for the question, it's because as you see in the last match a while ago, I had 2 giant skeletons. Although he gave up, I had 2 giant skeletons on the bridge, like healthy 2 giant skeletons, which was kind of crazy because this deck has a low elixir cycle. It's a cycle deck anyways, so that is the kick. I feel like Ice Wizard does a great job in defense. However, I feel like it's still not needed. However, I think this deck isn't that bad, but the people that I was facing today were pretty bad. So I think that's why I only won. But other than that, yeah, I feel like this one was really not this one. This one was really a counter because he had lightning. Yeah, I think this one is pretty weak against lightning, and I did play bad pretty much. And also Vines and lightning is a great combination. Maybe I will make a video about that as well. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, and sorry for talking too long, but I really wanted to share that tips. And yeah, I'll just see you guys in the next video. So yeah.